challenge that's called Mr. Midnight. No, I keep saying Mr. Midnight. Mr. Nightmare. Forgive me. Alright, so the name Mr. Nightmare alone can tell you what this creature is. All I can tell you that the game is played like this. You have to be in a room, of course, a bedroom, with a bed. Check. The next step, you need a door in your room. Check. Next step, you're gonna need salt and a candle. With the salt, you're gonna pour across the door. Why? To keep him out when you summon him. Keep him out of the room. I'm gonna explain why soon. Step 3, the candle has to stay lit until he's literally gone and don't come back. Why we're pouring salt across the door? Mr. Nightmare is somebody that you summon to give you like your worst nightmares ever, to test you and all of that. But people used to use him to curse other people. How? His name is Mr. Nightmare. You summon him like this. You go into the bed, you lay in the bed, the cover is up to your neck. With his name, you speak loudly. Mr. Nightmare, bring me my worst fear. Mr. Nightmare, bring me my worst fear. 10 times. It is said that the door will burst open and Mr. Nightmare will appear at the door and he will walk in and give you your nightmare. But people learned a way to change it. The salt is what will keep Mr. Nightmare out of the room. And because he was summoned to give a nightmare, he's going to need a name. You get where I'm going? He's gonna need a name. He's gonna say to you, but I am locked out. Who shall I give the nightmare? And you're going to give him one name. Anybody you choose. Say for example, Jessica Lewis, Sam Smith, the Cheeto Man on the Cheeto bag. You say the name fluently and think of the person's face in your head when you say the name. Once he appears at the door and he realizes that the salt is blocking him from giving you the nightmare, he's going to say, but who shall I give the nightmare? And you say that name quick. If you want to say the date of birth, you can say it too. But just remember when you're saying the name of the person, say it quickly. Mr. Nightmare then will say, okay, if he's like in his good mood, some say he will ask you what nightmare shall he bring this person, and you can tell them exactly what you want him to bring them. But if he doesn't ask, he will leave and go to this person. But if this person knows that Mr. Nightmare is coming, they can send him back, which means they can reverse your curse back at you. And when Mr. Nightmare comes back, even if your salt is at the door, he'll take his ultimate form. Nasty. His ultimate form will give him power to break through the salt. So be careful when you play this game, because it just might backfire. Anyways, let's go. Where did I put my handkerchief? I don't know how to show the bed and the door at the same time. You guys aren't gonna see me because I'm gonna have to lay in the bed. Because you guys gotta keep an eye on the door. Right? You prefer to see me? Okay, let's just show me first and then we look at the door. I'm so over it. The salt is already at the door, don't worry. Okay, I'm about to go in bed. Candle is lit. Let's test it out. Are we ready? I'm sorry, I have to laugh. Okay. Oh, the door has to be closed. Please. It can stay open. He's gonna appear at the door either way. Should we close the door? We should probably close the door. Can you guys do me a favor and keep your eye on the door? I'm scared. Where's the door? Oh. You guys can see me in the mirror in bed, right? Thanks, Tundra. It's not showing. I'm confused. Should I put the camera on me or keep it at the door? Because he has to burst the door open or something. I don't know. Both? It can't be on me and the door. That's why I'm asking that question. Okay, I'm gonna keep it on me. I'm gonna keep it on me. Hold up. So, I'm gonna explain again because we have some new people coming in. The scary game is called Mr. Nightmare. To play the game Mr. Nightmare, we have to get in bed. Once you get in bed, you have to pull the covers up to your neck. Once that is done, you have to make sure there's salt across your door because the door is where Mr. Nightmare will burst the door open and come in. You have to say 10 times, Mr. Nightmare, bring me my worst fear. It is said that Mr. Nightmare will burst the door open, and then because he can't come in, he can't give you the nightmare. The salt is blocking him. He will say to you, but who shall I give the nightmare? And then you have to give him a name. Anybody you want. After giving him this name, Mr. Nightmare will leave to give that person a nightmare so nasty, so treacherous for the rest of their life. Are we ready? By the way, I'm gonna post this live on my YouTube when I'm done. I know some of you won't even care, especially me talking about it, but you could go and watch it live and at least like the video. Well, you probably should for protection, because I'm not sure what's gonna happen. The magic is in the YouTube, so... Honey, if you don't go watch a YouTube video after this, I don't know if he's gonna come for you. Okay. Let's start. Remember, sheet up to your neck. Don't worry, all my followers are safe. But the YouTube video gives you protection from the challenge that you watched. That's why I always encourage everybody to go to my YouTube link. Because you might watch it and start experiencing some, even though you're safe now because you follow me, it can creep up. But the YouTube video kills the challenge when you watch it completely on YouTube. It kills it from taking over you and happening to you. Why do I sound like a white guy? What is happening to my voice? Okay, I think I'm back to normal. Okay. First step, lay down in bed, put the covers up to your neck. Now scream, Mr. Nightmare, come bring me my worst fear 10 times. Mr. Nightmare, bring me my worst fear. 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 Mr. Nightmare, bring me my... Wait, I feel like I was falling asleep when I said that. Bro, the gym messed me up today. I swear to God, I haven't been this tired in my life. Let's try it again. I'm gonna count with this hand. Mr. Nightmare, bring me my worst fear. Mr. Nightmare. By the way, this is Mr. Nightmare. I normally show the creepy characters. I forgot to show you guys Mr. Nightmare. Please forgive me. Hold up, I'm trying to look for the one that I made. That's gonna be my YouTube cover. Ah, Mr. Nightmare! Oh, don't mind those candles over there. Those are candles of protection. I always keep light 24/7. Well, except when I leave my house. I put them out. Thanks for the roses. Okay. Are we ready to play Mr. Nightmare? Remember, click the YouTube link after this because I can't ensure nothing for forever. I can ensure your safety right now for my followers, but after this, it might manifest, so you might want to go watch the YouTube video later. Put the sheets up to your neck. Now focus on the door. The salt is across the door so he won't be able to enter. Say his name 10 times. Tell him to bring you his nightmare. When he comes, he'll ask who shall he give the nightmare. And you give him the name. Curse that person who you don't like. You give them you give him their name. Whose name I'm gonna give him? Oh my God, my 3rd grade teacher, Miss McDonald, she was such a bitch. Nah, I don't know. I don't have much enemies. I mean, I do, but I don't know them. I don't notice them. How about the Babadook? We can send him for him. No, that doesn't make any sense. Ooh, there's this girl at work. Nah, she pays me. I don't know whose name I'm gonna give him. Help! Ooh, my ex. Perfect. Ha! Thanks, besties. I'm gonna give him my ex's name. What was his name again? I forgot that nigga. Hold up. I know his first name was, who was my last ex? Ugh. Was it Mark? I think it was Mark. Mark. I'll just put his picture in my head when I say his name. Mark something. I don't know. Mark Smith. Mark Smith! Mr. Nightmare, bring me my worst fear. Mr. Nightmare, bring me my worst fear. Wait, wasn't it Michael Jackson, my last ex? And then he went and died and left me. But he's already gone. Mark it is. Mr. Nightmare, bring me my worst fear. 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 Mr. Nightmare. Mark Smith! Mark Smith! I said... Is he there? Is he even there, guys? Mark Smith! Is he there? This is creepy. Ooh, my skin itching me. Why is my skin itching me like this? Ah! Ah! Oh! There's nobody at the door, but I don't understand why the door opened like that. The live is lagging? Honey, I'm shaking to death right now. I feel like I don't want to play this no more. My body... Is he at the door? Rest in peace. See anything? There's something at the door. Mark Smith. Mark Smith. Mark Smith. My hands are shaking. I'm gonna turn on the light. There's something really there. Oh shit, the light. Not turning on. You can't enter this room. You have to leave now with the nightmare to Mark Smith. Should I give the nightmare? Mark Smith. Please. He's there. Something's in the hall. He can't come in the room, guys. There's a salt across the door. Something's wrong. Why does the candle drip and say run? Look at this. Oh my God. He's not leaving. Something's wrong. We did something wrong, voodoo dolls. We did something wrong. It's a good thing he can't come in the room. What are you? What created you? Don't just stand there. Say something. They're here. I don't know, no. There's really a head right there, though.
Oh, what's up, man?
There's something at my door.
What?
There's a man. We summoned a demon called Mr. Nightmare, and he's at the door. Ah! Voodoo dolls. Maybe if we cast a spell. In the fire, you belong. Open up gates of hell. Zaza, Vra meknosh gnu. Zaza ra meknosh gnu. Zaza ra meknosh gnu. This broken. The fire was supposed to go like psh, psh, boom, kill the demon. The fuck? Guess this isn't witches and warlocks anymore. Oh no! What did we do? He can't come in the room because the salt is across the door, but... What the fuck? I can see him. I can see your true form! Ah! Take screenshots. This thing is at the door. Did you guys see its face? He's hiding in the shadows. Didn't you? He's hiding in the shadows. He's not going for Mark Smith. We need another name. Mr. Nightmare. I want you to go for someone else. This person caused me a lot of problems. They're gonna know that I know what they're doing now since I'm alive. But it's worth it. Mr. Nightmare. The person I want you to give the nightmare to. Alexander. Gregory. Marshall. Winchester. So it shall be. What did he say? Did you guys see him? I'm gonna go close enough, but I'm scared. I can't cross the salt. Guys, I'm scared. My ear fell off. Ah! What the fuck? He's hiding his true face. I think he's leaving. He said it shall be. What? Get some holy water. What? Don't worry, all my followers are safe. He opened the door and he's there now. He's going to take the nightmare to someone else. I'll keep the salt at the door all night. Simple. I'll close the door. No mirrors, no mirrors. Shit. Fuck. You don't think he... There's something in the closet. I'm gonna post this live on my YouTube, the full live of the whole ritual of what happened. I'm really scared for my life right now. I'm gonna post the live on my YouTube. The link in the bio is in my... I can't even talk right. The link for the... Just click the link in the YouTube. Click the thing up top of my account. Like in the next half an hour. Something's... It's banging the door. He can't come in the room. There's salt at the door. We're playing the scary game called Mr. Nightmare. Hold up. Something's at the door. I gave him the name. Why won't he leave? Don't worry, all my followers are safe. Ah! Oh, the candle burned.